Hello guys, so I'm making another video. I can't remember when I made my last one. It was this morning, wasn't it? I don't know, probably, I think it was. Anyway, so what have I been doing today to try and actually improve myself? Yeah, I'm actually trying to use I don't know the word, stop the use of nicotine completely, so just go cold turkey on it. And I keep getting cravings for it, but I'm not gonna give it, and I'm finding myself just like sucking on a pen and compulsively drinking water just to get that sensation of like taking something into my mouth, and that sounded a bit wrong, but you know. So yeah, I'm not going to be vaping anymore. Besides that, I already got through the worst part of that, because when I got my new e-cigarette, on my old one I was on 18 milligrams, and on the new one it was a box mod, so they don't give you as high nicotine, because you get pretty much bigger tokes. So I was only on 3 milligrams, so I'd already got through that massive leap already within the week, so I'd got through most of the withdrawal anyway. So now it's just like little bits of like a niggling sensation in the back of my mind, like I want to vape, but I'm not gonna, because when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Well, from now on anyway, I stick to my word. I'm not gonna sit and lie to myself and tell myself that I'm gonna do something when I know that, okay, I'm probably gonna relapse on this and not do it. I mean, obviously I'm only human, only human. I don't know if that's the right term. I'm a human, so I've got human traits, and obviously humans they go backwards and forwards in life, and well, I wouldn't say backwards and forwards, maybe up and down. You can take that as another innuendo. So we've had sucking things in my mouth and up and down. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the moods of people, they go up and down all the time, and sometimes we do fall back into old behaviour patterns, but it's not about not falling back into them. Well, I guess it is, but it's more about recognising the triggers which make you go back into them, or recognising the moment you feel like you are slipping back into it before it's too late, and before you've already adopted this new trait which was actually quite old to you, and you've already decided to get rid of it. So yeah, you've just pretty much got to notice when things start going downhill, so you're able to bring them back up. And yeah, just don't let it get too late, I guess. I don't know. What else am I doing? So there's a community on YouTube, which is predominantly the raw vegan community, who are doing this thing called no fap, and that pretty much means you can take part in sexual activity, but you're not allowed to orgasm, so you're not allowed to reach the climax. And I don't understand, really. I don't understand it. Like logically, it kind of does make sense, because when you orgasm, you get a big rush of endorphins in your brain, and obviously, when you get in the sudden rush of like absolute ecstasy, you're going to have some detrimental effects after, where you're going to be on a little bit of a come down for a while, and you're not going to feel completely up there. But then again, is suppressing the human libido really worth the slight mood decline after an orgasm? I don't know. So basically what I'm saying is I'm going to try stopping orgasming for a little while. And that's probably a little bit of a socially unacceptable topic to be talking about on YouTube, but you know what, we're only people, and we have all these social boundaries that surrounding us. They're just social constructions constructed by society. So so we got to question why can't we talk about certain things? Why is it looked down upon to say certain things, or why is it looked down upon to act in a certain way? Just don't take things at face value. Just like, so obviously some of the things that we have put in place are for good reason, but you never know until you question it. Just don't follow the crowd. You don't want to be a sheeple. there's so many sheeple about everyone just following the crowd and doing what everyone else is doing because that's the so-called right thing to do. But is it really the right thing to do, or is it just something that we've been socialised into, and we're also socialised into not questioning what we do? Because how often is it that you come across someone in your daily life, unless obviously you've got an awakened group of friends, where people are constantly questioning the societal boundaries around them? Because people don't tend to do that, they just tend to follow it. Or that, I don't know, it's sort of strange, like, I don't I don't like that life. I remember when I used to not question them, and I got like that recently, and like, when I was in my slump before I came out of it, and I just couldn't see the point, like, yeah, there's social boundaries, yeah, whatever, I can't do anything to change that. And you know what, I can't do anything to change that, but that doesn't stop me from not being able to follow it. Like, I can change it within myself, I might not be able to change it within the rest of society. And maybe I can even have an effect on people making these videos, because by me making these videos, I'm putting my opinion out into the world, and if my opinion is to question social boundaries, then perhaps more and more people will start to question social boundaries. I think the thing that really made me start questioning social boundaries in the first place was probably psychedelic drugs. I ain't gonna lie. Because they show you this whole new reality. It's nothing like the reality you've been living, like the true reality which you've lived your entire life and told to believe is the real one. And then you get shown this whole new perspective on the world you never thought you would even be able to comprehend in a waking state of reality. It's like a dream, like, coming true. It's like you're reenacting a dream, but only in a materialistic world. And that honestly arises quite a few questions about the world we live in and why things are the way they are. Obviously that's just a small part of it, because there's so many other components that have to go into it. Like, we have to have the ability to comprehend wanting to ask these questions. So what I mean by that is we have to think up inside our own minds a thought which then provokes us into asking questions. See, if we didn't have the ability to think and we took them substances, we wouldn't have the same sort of human trip that we're able to explain today to people. We'd probably see things around us and we might be able to react emotionally to them things, but we wouldn't be able to conversate about them, or we wouldn't be able to analyse them in the way that humans can today with our rational thinking mind. And I think sometimes when you're on the trips, the thinking mind and the rational side of things actually goes away. But anyway, I can't remember who said this. It might have been Alan Watts or Terence McKenna. It's so when you're taking psychedelic drugs, I can't remember exactly, but it's like when you get the answer, hang up the phone. Or when you get the call and hang up the phone, something like that. And it basically means when you feel like, because you'll know when this happens, when you feel like you've got the message from the substances, you'll get this feeling inside you like, okay, I don't need to do any more. This is it. I've got it. I've got enough for now. I need to learn to integrate these experiences into my daily life and actually make something of them, because it can send you crazy. If you carry on doing psychedelic drugs, you probably will get a little bit delusional and end up in the mental asylum. So you've just got to be, what's the word? I don't want to say careful. You've just got to be. I can't think of the word. Yeah, I'm just gonna say careful with your usage. Just be smart about it. Yeah. And honestly, I don't feel the need to use psychedelic drugs anymore. I don't feel the need to use any substance at the moment. I'm happy with where I am in my life, and yeah, that's enough for me. They have taught me some pretty deep lessons, but then again, I've also taught myself them lessons. See, that all the drugs do is they bring something out in you that perhaps you haven't dealt with, or some things that you haven't even thought to think about. So yeah. And obviously everyone's different as well, so some people might have a lot of bad trips, whereas some people might have a lot of good trips. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I owe a lot of thanks to psychedelics. Like, I don't, I don't know, I used to be extremely depressed all the time before I took them. And I got shown this whole other reality, and it made me, I don't know, it's just it showed me like beautiful things, and I had a lot of spiritual experiences, and I don't know, I just don't think I'd be where I am today if I'd never taken them, so I don't regret it at all. I've had my fair share of good trips, I've had my fair share of bad trips, but that's life, and you know, it goes on. So yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end off the video there. I can't remember what I started talking about. Actually, I can. Yeah. So it's been a bit of mixed topics, I guess. So it might be another Trippy Talks episode, I guess. Yeah. So if you've enjoyed watching, we'll leave a like down below. Subscribe as well. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.